Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker.
So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
Mr. Wonka, I can see you're a man of great ingenuity.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop without selling chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willie?
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
A double huh.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. I know things haven't been easy for you. They're gonna get better.
You promise?
I pinky promise. That's the most solemn vow there is.
Where do we start?
Hello. This is Adolf, and today I'm reviewing Wonka, the new 2023 Warner Brothers movie, starring Timothée Chalamet. Now, this is not a 3D movie, and so let's talk about the 3D potential here. At a scale of 1 to 10, how much potential would this movie be as is if it was released in 3D? I think this is a really high potential. I think this would be a 7 out of 10. There's definitely a lot of scenes where the 3D would have made this a lot more fun. Definitely a lot of scenes with just the magical aspect of Wonka, with confetti and giraffes and touring of the chocolate office and how they do things. I think they could have really worked in 3D. There's definitely some dark scenes here and there, and those scenes, it is what it is. It's not. There's not any real long passageways or really. I think this could have worked as is. So, yeah, I think 7 out of 10. I think there's definitely potential here if they would have made this into a 3D movie. I don't feel like it's terrible for being 2D. I mean, there's certain movies you see and you know when you see it. Oh, that would have been nice in 3D, even if it never released in 3D. You could see how they designed the movie. And this visually designed is not necessarily best for 3D, but they definitely could have been enhanced by it. So this could have been a very good presentation, maybe great. But yeah, potential-wise, it has very good potential. So a 7 out of 10. Now on to the movie itself. So Wonka's interesting because I'm a big fan of the Willy Wonka story. I never read the book, but I love the original 1970s one and the Johnny Depp one. I will defend aspects of, not the entirety of, aspects of. And this movie here is interesting because people are like, well, how about you do a new story instead of just remake the whole golden ticket storyline? How about you make a new story with new characters and just kind of feature some of the characters and scenarios that you may know? And I think that's exactly what they do here, where you get Wonka, but he doesn't have a chocolate factory. He has ambitions, and he's not as can we just say Willy Wonka's evil? I mean, he's eccentric, but he's evil. It's just not trying to be weird, but he definitely is evil. Some of those people definitely died in the original 70s movie, and to an extent, the newer ones too. So it just kind of, there's definitely a evilness to the character of Willy Wonka. He's eccentric, sure, but this movie, he's just optimistic and hopeful. And this is a more of a musical than the original. The original had musical songs in there. But both of them do. But this one really has a more of a musical sense. This movie feels kind of like it was a Broadway play that was converted into a movie. But there was no actual Broadway play that created this, that I know of. So you kind of start off as a Wonka and he is wanting to get into the chocolate company, make his own chocolate company, but there's a cartel that's stopping him, and corrupt cops and corrupt church that he has to fight, and he gets to meet interesting characters that help him on his way. And I found this to be incredibly charming and inspiring and fun. And it captures a lot of the magic that I really enjoyed, that I want in this kind of movie. This is the first movie that I know of I've seen with Timothy Chalamet, and I thought he was great here. I thought he was fantastic here. I loved his singing. I didn't have any problem with the songs. I didn't memorize any of the songs per se. I just kind of tapped my toe. I was like, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. This is a light affair that works for what it is, and it's something that is very enjoyable for what it is. I guess the issue I have with it is that it feels like you have a bunch of characters here, and you don't have that much details on them. So you have like probably double the amount of characters this movie needs. But it's fine and it's enjoyable. It just kind of feels like they could reduce a little bit, because like you don't get that much character growth here. You don't get that much character growth from Wonka or Noodle, which Noodle I really like. Noodle is like a girl that's helping him on the adventure. I don't want to give out too many spoilers here. I want you just to go in cold, because I think it's best to you just go in cold and know, okay, you don't need to know anything about this movie. Just walking in. You just, if you know of the Willy Wonka story, this is cool. I definitely appreciated it. And the songs are not like super duper catchy in a way that I will want to re-listen to these songs over and over again. But I definitely enjoy them, and you get some nice kind of callbacks. And I feel like the callbacks and Easter eggs that they have in here work. Where other times it could be a little bit too obvious or too, hey, look at this. This is like, okay, you know what? If you don't get that, you don't get that. It's fine. And how they're able to incorporate some songs and have a good heart to this movie, I really enjoyed. So this movie, I definitely want to see it again and again. I actually recently rewatched the original movie, and just for fun, night before, and I still love that movie. I love that movie. One of my all-time greatest movies. Now, this is not there yet, but it's definitely a lot better than Johnny Depp one. I'm not going to deny that. 'Cause I appreciate Johnny Depp one. Maybe I'll give Johnny Depp one a 6 out of 10 or something. I like some aspects, but this is like an 8 out of 10. Where the original is like a 10, this is like an 8. This really works. The movie's a little bit too long. Some of the characters need a little bit more to grow and a little bit more to do. But it is a fun adventure that the whole family will like. And I like the new twists here. It's funny that he mentioned some different adventures trying to get different flavors. And it's like, yeah, I want to see those adventures. Oh, I want to see what happens next to these people. I want more of this. Yeah. Okay. And, it ends in a really sweet way, which, pun intended. But I feel like this movie is a really enjoyable movie, and I loved it. And I definitely recommend it. And thumbs way up for me here. It charmed me. And it was actually a lot of fun that I went to see this, and I snuggled in some chocolates in my jacket. And having some smuggled chocolates in this storyline actually really works well. And it's fun. It's a very fun movie. The laws of physics be damned. It's magical. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I made a big smile on my face, and it's good. It's a good, wholesome movie. I enjoyed this. So, 8 out of 10. That's going to be it for me. Bye.
You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D.
Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3d or2d@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.